Tuesday, after the auditions on American Idol, Fox 9 News takes you behind the scenes with a Twin Cities rock band searching for a new lead singer. See who shows up for these auditions, who has the voice, for me, the look, and that's something special to get the gig. Tuesday on Fox 9 News at 9. You're watching Fox 9 News at 9.
Well, they have hopes and dreams, and they also have jobs. A bunch of Twin Cities guys pursuing rock stardom in their spare time. But when they're suddenly without a lead singer, they got to find someone fast, or getting a gig's next to impossible. Fox 9's Rob Olson begins the quest.
It's exciting. It's fun.
There's got to be chemistry to it.
It's like hiring somebody or bringing somebody into your family.
In a modest Minneapolis home, in a lively, well-wired basement.
All of us have full-time jobs, to pay the bills, but...
In the fantasy night lives of four guys in their 40s.
For fun. We're doing it for fun.
There is a small snag. The band is called Face First, and the problem is there is no face to go first.
Well, the missing link that we have to this band is, finding that front guy that will drive the train.
No voice, no front man, no one to take the mic.
My voice it stretches out. Right now it's a little tight.
Which is why we begin a process.
Check 1 2 1 2 1.
That will take weeks, if not months.
If you don't feel comfortable with that one, that's cool, because it's hard to sing.
A search that begins on a high note.
My name is Paul McDonald, and I'm 42 years old.
Paul McDonald had a band many months ago. And is the first guy out of the gate, or into the basement, comes across pretty well. Impressions that went both ways.
First impressions mean a lot. And when I went down there and started jamming with them, it just seemed to gel. I think I'd fit good with this band.
Yeah, just do the beginning.
Finding a lead singer is kind of like shopping for a car. You don't want to just grab the first one on the lot.
My name is Patrick McGivern. I am 21 years old.
You test drive the newer models that may not fit your needs. And the used ones that may not come as well equipped.
My name is Dan Zank. I'm 35.
Because Night One also brought Dan Zank.
Yeah, I haven't done anything that was on the website. Just telling him that.
Who didn't bring much familiarity with the band's playlist. He says he's willing to work on that.
I'm going to learn some songs and come back for another edition.
And it also brought Patrick McGibbon.
If I can learn from these guys, that would be a huge benefit.
Who could be one of these guys' sons. And who likes to sing a cappella.
And although we've gone to the end of the road.
He didn't ask the band their ages before he showed up.
It's definitely not what I expected.
You live, you sing, you learn.
I do phone screening. Well, are you old enough to play in the bar? Sorry. You play in your mom's basement?
You auditioned many people yet? Have you auditioned a lot of people?
Night 2 brought the comfy four-door sedan of singers.
I'm Trey Simmons. I'm 37. What do you want to do first?
It don't matter. You want to do Learn to Fly Foo Fighters?
Sure.
And the love bug.
My name is Susan Friedline.
With an undisclosed odometer.
Run and tell all of the angels. This could take all night.
Trey Simmons is looking to get out of the house and has music in his blood.
Now, I grew up around the business. My father was a musician, and he was in and out of bands the entire time I was growing up.
We sat around laughing and watched the last one die.
The band worries he may be a bit too clean cut.
All right, Trey, all right. Nothing else? Nothing else? Have a fantastic time? Like I said, you earned another fan.
while Susan thinks she'd be an asset,
Females in bands tend to draw more attention, you know, just because they're different.
the band sees and hears a set list liability.
It just wasn't
It's a male-oriented
I
band.
don't think it was the right fit.
No, we need a male singer to fit our music.
So with 5 down and a couple with potential, including Trey, especially Paul, the very first guy in, the search will continue.
Number one, they got to be good.
There's a lot of freaks out there, you know. Musicians are really different people. They're really a different breed.
The desperate quest to complete a band so they can get it out of the basement.
First, guys. First.
Step up. Next. Well, there are going to be more, we promise. And in the next few weeks, you're going to get to see the rest of the auditions and who makes it as the lead singer. And then Fox 9 is going to take you to the band's first gig. You're going to love it.
These guys are all fighting to be the new lead singer of a Twin Cities rock group. From the auditions to the first show. Find out who gets the gig.
Top stories are coming up next, and in sports, it's back on the ice and back to reality for the Wild.
No matter what you are.
Give me the mic and let me do my thing. Singers audition to get the gig. Tonight, find out who's finally taking the stage.
Come here a little closer.
Yeah, getting the gig. It's like Fox 9's very own version of American Idol. And when Idol finds its newest singing sensation, it's a 9-month process of singing and voting and kicking people off.
When you're doing the same thing at a local level, it's a bit less complicated, but still far from easy. Fox 9's Rob Olson joins us with more on the story we started last month. Rob, what did we find?
Well, you know, back in January, we showed you a local band that has a very big problem. No lead singer, which meant, of course, no gigs. So they started the process of finding somebody to complete the band, which is a job we finish tonight. In anyone's life, you can count those moments, those days or nights you can't forget, even if later you wish you could. Those events that mix high anxiety and high energy. For a band called Face First and the singer they've chosen to lead it, this, a Monday night at Minneapolis Fine Line Music Cafe, is one of those moments. Like unveiling a sculpture or test flying an airplane. This is the first public display of what they've created. The first feedback of whether they made the right choice. Face First formed a year ago as a foursome of 40-somethings, guys who once pursued music full-time before bailing into real jobs.
You know what our deal is? Like, we want to play a couple weekends a month. We practice once a week.
But getting gigs meant getting a singer.
So we could run into somebody really good. He doesn't even like the band.
A month ago, we showed you the first 5 to get behind their mic. The promising Paul and the youthful Patrick.
No matter what you are.
Dan, the man who didn't know their songs. Trey, looking for a reason to get out of his house.
This could take all night.
And Susan, who figured a female would set them apart.
We've had some good candidates. Hopefully tonight will be the night that we find somebody.
The final 4 included.
My name is Shawn Peters. I'm 29 years old, and I currently live in uptown Minneapolis.
And earns a paycheck by day laying bricks.
Run and tell all the angels. This could take all night.
Shawn had some musical success in his early 20s and is ready to get back in a band.
Just to be up there on stage and see people react to what you're doing and what you love to do is fabulous.
'Cause this one is alive.
Actually ready to write and record original music.
Watch the last one die.
But a big question for this band is just what do they need?
If you don't feel comfortable with that one, that's cool, because that's really hard to sing.
My name is Eric Hansen, and I'll be 42 next Tuesday.
Who felt his 80s style fit them well.
You know, it's really good to see we're all about the same height. That's a really good thing.
Which is another question of which direction does Face First want to go.
My name's Rod Razlak. I'm 44.
Somebody about their same age with the same mental song list.
No matter what you are, I will always be with you. Doesn't matter what you do, girl, I'm with you.
It's rare you find a guys my age, mid-40s like that are really going about it that professionally.
Or do they want somebody who makes them younger?
Hi, my name's John Jankowski, and I'm 38 years old.
With somebody who fits in or somebody who stands out? Bigger dreams or similar tastes?
When you play with good musicians, it's easy to click with them, and they were really tight.
In the end, out of all 9 who trotted into the basement and under the musical magnifying glass.
Yeah, and everybody that searches for a singer in the Twin Cities has a full camera crew. I keep forgetting that.
There was one clear choice for the perfect fit, summed up in this analogy by our bricklayer.
Well, first of all, you got to have the right consistency of mortar.
If the ingredients don't mix,
You need the right consistency of musical ability and attitude,
the pieces don't fit together.
patience, perseverance, and of course the passion for it.
So who would be the cornerstone for this band's building project?
Don't say his name.
No, I'm not going to say his name, but hopefully he's not a freak. You know what I mean? Hopefully we can bring him into our family.
Doesn't have issues.
You know what I mean?
Does windows.
This song is for Gavin. Ladies and gentlemen, the band name is Face First.
After all the basement anguish, the moment of truth would come weeks later on the Fine Line stage. That debut with their brand new frontman, named Shawn Peters.
The jungle is your head, can't rule your heart. I'm feeling so much stronger than you thought. Your eyes are right and know your soul. It can't be by your mind can wander. I'm in a place called Vertigo. The family there wish I didn't know it's with you. Give me something I can feel.
Time will tell if what they built holds up, the comparison that we draw from Shawn's full-time job.
Guys make fun of me about that. Shawn, you're still bricklaying? Yeah, I'm still doing it.
He became a bricklayer to pay the bills.
I was making $7 an hour, and a buddy of mine asked me if I wanted to make $12 an hour.
Found it appealed to his need to create.
It's rewarding, but it's not as rewarding as music.
But if the chance came to make nothing but music, he dropped the bricks
And I'm New York Minute.
and trade the scaffolding for the stage.
Getting yelled at from the crowd is much better than getting yelled at from your supervisor.
At this point, Face First has one other gig lined up. It's at St. Paul's Grand Old Days in June, but now they have a fully functional band. They're hoping for many, many more. Rob Olson, Fox 9 News.